Hey everyone, Senrai here, back for the second episode of the third season of Karakai Jouzu no Takagi-san. Yeah, first episode was pretty great. Got pretty much our welcome back to the show. Definitely a big dream theme in the episode. We got to see some pretty wacky, crazy visuals, which included seeing Takagi-san as a cowgirl and seeing Takagi-san as a cowgirl. So, yeah, pretty exciting stuff. So, let's jump into this episode and see what happens. I imagine there'll be less dreaming in this one, so maybe a bit more, maybe lean a bit more on the reality side, which could be good in its own way. So, let's jump on in and see exactly what that entails. 3, 2, 1, play. Starting with the opening, which I'm pretty sure we did see in the previous episode. Yeah, I definitely remember like the three kind of popping up at the end. That part I definitely remembered. Are you gonna say hi to your classmates over there? Is it? They say hi to those classmates. Just hiding behind a door that's just by itself. As if this is Isekai Shokudo. Have we met the girl with the guitar before? Because if not, I'm hoping that's like a new character we meet in this season. I wonder if there's a reason for the like Apple theme of the opening. Because there's Apple at the beginning of it, Apple near the end, and there's like a game about apples, like an arcade game thingy. Presents. Kehai, I think that's how that's pronounced. So something can try like hide their presence? Is that like what someone's gonna try to do? Like Takagi, for instance. I thought maybe, Nishikata would be the one to try to do that. But also, we're not gonna have dialogue in this scene. Because with the sound effects and stuff, it kind of gives me that impression of like a silent movie sort of thing. I think that's what they're going for. Which I guess makes sense if someone's trying to be stealthy in the scene. Man, why is she so cute? It's always a question that I've struggled with. It's just like a, say a silly little game kind of thing where you just follow someone, try not to be spotted. It's adorable. The only downside to the silent movie aspect of it is that we don't get to hear Takagi's voice, but oh well. Is that grin implying that he knows she's there? She's gonna be going, yeah, yeah. You're not quite on her level. She was gonna easily be able to react in time. So where's that smug look on your face now, huh? I'm curious where she hid though. Also, I do enjoy the bar we keep showing. Very video game like. Round two. Because there's no sound, we can't even tell like how loud her footsteps are or anything like that. The classic, yeah, go around the corner and wait. But it's probably not gonna go how you think it is. Because I assume, she's always one step ahead of you, so she's probably not gonna be there again. But what if she like climbed the wall? Ooh, reality marble? And that's just there? Is it a trap of some sort? Eraser? I need context for this scene. I was trying to guess what was in his pocket. Is that what he was imagining? I could hear the maniacal laughter in the back of my mind. Wish I could find just a pretty marble laid on the ground. Just casually walking out. It's like, oh, Ishigata, I didn't see you there. Fancy running into you here. What are you thinking? Sure, it'd be nice to know what they were saying. Okay, he's gonna do the guessing game now. Couldn't even wait till they got to school. I think she saw him pick it up, so it's not gonna be hard to win this game. Masaka, Bakana, how could you do this, Takagi? My plan has been foiled. Well, I guess we can consider that his loss. Oh, we're keeping this going. Okay. So this there's not like recording any voice lines for this episode. I mean, that would be an interesting idea. Then it would be an episode where like all viewers are on the same page, no matter what language they speak. Because anyone that has to rely on English subtitles to understand what's going on, it's going to be a bit of a different perspective than someone that actually understands what they're saying. But no dialogue, and it's a different story. Oh, kitty, kitty. Oh, look at that paw. Yeah, we'll see what her day is like. The one benefit is I don't have to worry about talking over anyone. Well, not quite as elegant as how Takagi does it, but I mean, it worked. So she is the kind of girl that stops to smell the roses. uh, that look on her face, though. I really do want to hear Takagi-san's voice, though. That's the only downside to this sort of thing. I'm glad that they didn't do this for the first episode. Oh my God, words. Oh my God, it feels like I was a deaf person that just got the ability to hear. Like, I know there's technically sounds like music and stuff, but just a little bit of a different feel to it than actual dialogue. Especially when you see lips flapping and nothing coming out. Desk check. There we go. Ah, that's that Takagi voice. Ah, how I've missed you these past 10 minutes or so. Unless somebody planted something. Yeah, how sure are you really? It's always possible. Easy thing to forget about. Her mission has been completed. Practice run. Gonna let her rummage through your desk? English, always an English textbook in this show. Of all the subjects, the English class is what I associate most with this show. Well, yeah, kind of have her staring at your stuff. Wow. Yeah, Takagi definitely worthy of Keigo. Man, she sounds almost like Megumin there. I was a little bit surprised. Because when she yells like that, that's when you really hear the Megumin. I remember back in the previous season when she was like with the wind episode, you know? You know, when she was mocking Nichikata. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. You know, giggling's not fair. How am I supposed to be a powerful adult figure in front of you when you just emanate that level of cuteness at me? Like, could you imagine being Takagi's teacher? Could you ever, like, punish her for anything? Could you bring yourself to do it? I couldn't. It does look like, yeah, I see kind of like that outline. One way to find out. Sensei, have I done anything wrong? Take that line out of context. Yeah, still brimming with confidence. Yeah, can you touch a girl's gym clothes? Running out of time, man. You failed. Nishikata Sensei. It actually would be a good idea for an anime too, having a like a teacher-student teasing dynamic, right? The teacher tries to feel like a teacher, you know, trying to feel like he's the dominant one, but yeah, you know, he acts like Nishikata. Like that would be a pretty cool idea. Muroi Masamichi, that's a name. Right. Man, you can feel the enthusiasm coming from this person. So they're just on this together. Or we could chat. Books. Why would you ever read a book? Don't you know it's got a bunch of kanji in them? The only real reading I do, honestly, is visual novels. Currently still reading through Sorceress Alive. Although I'm actually pretty close to the end of it. Definitely a very compelling visual novel with a lot of twists and reveals. Just high production values. But like a regular book just has nothing but words. It's a little bit less interesting. Oh, dinosaurs, yeah. Freaking dinosaur. Freaking dinosaur boy. Yeah, sometimes I forget they are like, you know, 6th grade or whatever, so. And moments like that really make you remind you of that fact. So yeah, reading actual novels would definitely be more difficult for someone his age. Especially because there's a higher bar when it comes to reading in Japanese, because you need to know the kanji. And at that grade, you probably wouldn't know all of them yet, or all the Joyo kanji, I don't think. So, we are passing the time. Are we gonna chat about anything? Maybe get some more teasing in? She looks cute literally no matter what she does or when she does it. Nope, I was looking at the wall. The paint job looked amazing on it. She just had to say Futari Kiri out loud. Ah, can't just say that all of a sudden. Especially when we're just the two of us like this in a quiet room. Really. That was obviously intentional. I did think that was a little bit random, but it was all part of her plan. I mean, what kind of books are you into? Like, ouch. uh, oh, I see. Yeah, so confirm that she was just messing with him. That was actually really good. Oh my god, it's like she's handing me water. I wish I could take it. I'll imagine. And luckily I got water. I got a little bit nervous seeing her run down the hill like that. Carrying bags. Could have went a lot worse. I remember that. Yeah, I remember I think the girls had like turned at an earlier part than the guys did. That kind of screwed him over. I vaguely remember that. What a change of pace. I have made proof of such a thing. Maybe we could run together. Bye bye. We just gotta get it on tape. You know, have somebody like run alongside you with a camera. The music though. I mean, running uphill, especially after you're running for a while, is brutal. Really great view from there, though. Can't quit. What kind of anime protagonist would you be? Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. Push past your limits, you know, break through. The man's boy is sweating. Yeah, we did make it to the beach. I mean, I don't know how you prove that to Takagi unless she's already here, but at least you proved it to me. I'm not sure how important that is to you, but oh yeah, I guess that would work. But then she could just accuse you of being in front of a green screen, or you know. uh, Yeah, he just showed her a picture of a sunset, like, doesn't prove anything. Like, you can just Google sunset pictures, unless that's her right there. Wow, she really did follow. I thought she might have, but she really did. Which means she pretty much kept up with him. Unless she got it from some other way. A bike, okay. That's a little bit easier. Yeah, her hand in the water like the title card part. And after how much he sweat, he definitely needs it. It really is a beautiful sunset too, and we're sitting here watching it together. It's so romantic. Even love the animation on the ocean waves. You act surprised every time. It is quite flattering. All that effort for her sake. Yeah, I noticed. And I don't blame him. Just the way she just plays with him is just so expertly done. Like, I fall for it half the time. In this kind of context, I don't think he should mind being tricked too much. Considering what it led to. He did do that. He almost gave up, but he didn't. That's the important thing. That's no big deal, you know? I mean, from my perspective, I'd say you won there. I mean, they both kind of won. That's how I would look at it. Like, nobody really lost. I mean, I know Nishikata feels embarrassed and all that, but it's a minor thing. The song sounds familiar. I don't think it's the same song from the first episode, is it? I mean, I could double check. But, like, just like a different anime opening, this kind of reminds me of. I can't put my finger on it, though. Overdrive. But yeah, No Known Beauty. It reminds me of one of the No Known Beauty songs, one of the openings. It definitely reminds me of that. I'm sure it's not the same song, it just sounds similar. It might be the same band. I don't know, same group that does it. Yeah, I don't think there's anything after the credits, so I'll just, yeah. Okay. Well, that was the second episode of the third season of Karakai Jouzu no Takagi-san. And a good episode, definitely a different episode, because I want to say probably more than a third, or roughly a third. Yeah, roughly a third of the episode was like silent movie. So we just like had no dialogue. We just had actions of the characters and little, visual cues like the thought bubble of the marble and stuff, which was enough to get the point across of what they were trying to say, right? So we had that for a while, and the time where my commentary was at its most needed, right? Because there's nothing else to listen to aside from sound effects and music and stuff. So I felt like I had an obligation to never stop talking in that segment. But yeah, we pretty much had Takagi just stalking Nishikata, right? Just a silly little thing that had no real purpose aside from just, messing around, right? And it did give her the advantage of knowing what he picked up. When I first saw the marble on the ground, I thought maybe it was some, I don't know, elaborate plan. I don't even know what I was thinking, honestly, but what it ended up being was a chance for Nishikata to do some weird challenge against Takagi, and because she saw him pick it up, she already had the answer in her pocket, so he stood no chance against her in that regard. I did like her just casually, showing up after she decided to reveal herself. Just good stuff all around. Then we had a couple of other characters. I never remember their names. Mina and Yukari, I guess. Yeah, Mina and Yukari, they were doing kind of a similar thing, right? But yeah, this one actually ended with actual dialogue. Like, Mina actually spoke, which was just it's so jarring to go from like no speaking to suddenly speaking, right? I don't know, I don't know how to describe it. It's just a weird feeling it gives you, like you just transcended from one dimension to the other. I don't know how to describe it, but it just hit me in kind of a weird way when dialogue just suddenly started arbitrarily, But that was good. And then we had the desk stuff, the first chance to actually hear Takagi's wonderful voice in the episode. And we had some, desk check-in, so we had a chance of some student-teacher roleplay, which sounds a little bit, lewd, but it's not in this context. But yeah, basically they took turns being the one revealing the contents of their desk. Nishikata was pretty sure that he had nothing to hide, but Takagi is pretty good at planting those seeds of doubts because, 1 second you might think you're confident in something, but when somebody kind of pushes a little bit and makes you really think about how confident are you really, you start to doubt starts to creep in, and she was pretty good at doing that. And yeah, he didn't seem to have anything hiding, I don't think. Really. But yeah, I think she had like a manga or something that she was hiding. But yeah, not really too much to say about the scene, but it was just an interesting idea for a scene, that kind of role-playing thing. But then we had the library stuff, which I guess they each had to take turns being on library duty, which that sounds so incredibly boring. I mean, it's less boring if you're with someone like a friend to talk to and stuff, although you're not really supposed to talk in the library, but still. Would definitely make it better to be with someone. And boy, did Nishikata to get excited when he saw that book about dinosaurs. That was pretty funny. He was basically like, "Yay, a dinosaur picture book! I love dinosaur picture books." I don't know. I thought it was a pretty funny reaction, I think. But yeah, we also had Takagi doing some reading, and she did kind of like a I'm not sure what you'd even call it. Say something out loud, kind of pretending like you're saying it to the person, but then like flying back onto, oh no, I'm implying that it's not just the words on the book, Well, what do you think I was doing? Like saying it to you? No, I just arbitrarily picked a random line from the book to say out loud, that sort of thing. And then we find out that it wasn't even in the book at all. And I loved how that was revealed. Because when she said she would recommend any book aside from that one, I was really confused. Because it just seemed like a bit of a, mean little thing to say. I wasn't really sure what kind of meaning it could have, but yeah, once that was revealed, it all made sense. There was no malice there. She wasn't trying to bully. She was just trying to keep the secret, right? So I really like that too. And then we had the running scene, which also was really good. We had to see Nishikata really pushing himself for Takagi's sake, which is always good to see. And he actually succeeded. He had that little slump there where he wasn't sure if he could keep going, but he did, and in the end he succeeded and got kind of all the rewards that came with that. Getting the water from Takagi, getting the chance to impress her, and getting a chance to sit on the beach next to her and watch the sunset together, which, he might be too young to really appreciate what a special kind of moment that is, but still, I'm sure it'll be something he'll look back on fondly in the future, right? Like that kind of thing. Because I'm sure they'll get married at some point in the future, right? I mean, I can almost guarantee you that would happen. Probably won't be animated or anything, but, in universe, that's got to be how things go, right? So, I can imagine, their 10th anniversary, they think about this moment, right? But, yeah, the sunset and everything was beautiful. You know, the water looked pretty good, well animated. And that's pretty much the episode, right? Like, I think I liked it a lot better than episode 1. Although, it's hard to say. I mean, recency bias, I just watched this one. But, like, this, I just feel like every segment we got, like, worked. I mean, the silent movie one was a little bit odd, right? Like, I kind of have mixed feelings about that, I guess. But, you know, everything else that was, like, a more standard Takagi scene was really good. So, yeah, overall, I'd say this was definitely pretty, high-tier episode. For sure. So, yeah, hopefully you enjoyed my reaction to it. If you did, you know what to do, the like button and stuff like that. And hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.